So, hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Creative Space and yet another informative vlog. And today's topic is about public speaking, and who better than we have Kunal. So, first of all, Kunal, thank you so much for doing this for my channel. It's like giving back to the society, and welcome. And please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Neha, for the warm welcome. I'm really blessed and happy to be over here. I come from a city of palaces called as Mysore, and my name is Kunal Manakchand. Presently, I am a digital coach. I work digitally with people for helping them learning public speaking. Also, I'm a public speaking coach. With my profession and occupation, I sit with my father and family for money lending business and jewelry business. I like socializing and I'm into social organizations as well. So I aspire for social leadership and say helping people communicate with each other with public speaking.
Okay, that's so good to know. You have such a rich and vast experience about this topic. I'm sure there are a lot of takeaways for the viewers who would be seeing this. So, before starting with the questions, guys, please subscribe to my channel and share. So, yeah. So, the first question, Kunal, from my end would be about what are the common top three or common mistakes that people do while delivering a speech?
Okay, this is one of good questions. Okay, very, very good questions. The common mistake what we do while we deliver a speech is number one, we try to deliver a perfect speech. This is one of the biggest mistake I would say a speaker would ever make. Basically, I always tell that there are three types of speeches which you always deliver. One which you prepare, the second one which is you actually deliver, the one which you actually deliver, and third one is one which you think you could have delivered. So there is never a perfect speech. So stop focusing on thinking like, yes, I want to deliver a perfect speech today. So it's okay. It's okay to deliver the imperfect speech. The second thing is engagement of audience. Now, many people focus so much on preparing and focus so much of thinking about everything else. They forget about the audience and to make the audience alive during speaking. Sometimes your content is really important. I know that. But if audience is not receiving, your content is zero. So always make it audience centric even while for content and also while delivering. Okay, it is not that maine bana diya hai, I have prepared everything, I should go and deliver everything. No, that will not work. So you have to have presence of mind and keep changing. And I would say the next thing is again sometimes the lack of seriousness, unawareness, ignorance, not finishing on time, all these things. People actually, it's really tough to grab the attention of people audience while you're speaking in public. And even in those cases, if you prolong and long and long, that is the biggest mistake. Always finish before time and keep people asking for more. That is how you finish a speech.
Awesome. All the three, I think, gems, like jewelry tips that you have given me. Okay, so as you spoke about, engaging audiences, so my next question would be on that. That what are the techniques that you use to engage a live audience?
So I would assume live audience is where we are actually having a physical public speaking thing, right? That is what you want me to assume. Okay. As I told you, the interest span of audience is very weak. And once you lose it, it's gone. And it is tough to keep the interest of the audience for a positive approach. They always see something negative or something to point out or something to flaunt about you or make fun about you. And they start making a big issue out of it. See, he's not talking properly. See, he's laughing. See, he's not wearing clothes properly. Okay. Now, with all these issues coming in, when you think about engaging the audience, there is a way called as asking questions to the audience. Now, in between all your speeches, you know that you keep asking them certain questions wherein you get answers either in yes or no. These are called as closed-ended questions. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Are you all feeling sleepy? Like it's a cracking a joke as well and grabbing their attention. And again, do you all like it? Do you want me to go? I keep doing it. So if you really want me to go, I am paid already. So if you don't want to listen, it's okay, I'll leave. So I do that kind of things. And also there are few people who keep seeing you and keep nodding even though they don't understand things or something. So you keep watching them, grab your energy back, and talk to others. So this is how you keep engaging the live audience. Make sure you're speaking well by your heart and something truthful, and there is a message, audience will be engaged automatically.
Yeah, good. Okay. So my next question would be how to ensure that the key information has reached the audience and remembered by the audience. How do you ensure?
See, most of the people remember the climax. They forget the story, the movie, and interval and everything. Okay. The climax is very important. The way you
Hmm.
deliver your climax, the way you put energy during the conclusion, the way you summarize the action, the appeal, or the message you want to be delivered answers the question here. Okay. Also, your facial expressions during you talk, and the body language you use, the gestures you use, the eye contact you make also puts the impact into the speech so that people remember it for a lot of time. Sometimes you should be animated, sometimes you create some humor, like when you speak, the actions, gestures, body language should match with it, and you should seem genuine. It's not that you seem genuine, you should be genuine. That is when people will
Yeah.
actually retain, if I say that, Neha, wow, you're looking very beautiful, and that sarcastic tone and the body language is not matching and all. So that should not be done. Be genuine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should be well prepared with the climax, like, make pointers in your head, like when you're concluding. Yeah, be impactful.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
yes.
good point. Yes. Okay. Now my next question on this would be, okay, you're prepared with everything, but sometimes you just have a bad day or bad moment, and people tend to go blank on the stage or they forget things. So how to tackle this issue?
Okay. We usually, when we speak about public speaking, as far as I've known all these things, going blank is one of the symptom or something like of stage fear. Okay. It's about stage fear. All these things happens, and it's okay if it happens, and it is okay. Now I have told you why it happens and what if this happens, basically, right? See, you should
Yes.
trust yourself to some extent that you can manage anything and everything. First point. Second point is, people don't have the script of your speech. So if you speak something which you have not prepared, and if you speak something out of the box as well, people will not get to know about it, or people will not point you for it, or people will not like say, "Hey, इसने तो गलत बोल दिया." Third thing, one
Huh.
general technique what I use is, I use the alphabets, A, B, C, D, E. Supposing there is a topic called as women empowerment, I start creating words from A. A is for awesome. So women are awesome elements of the society. We are best. Our world is best when women are inside it. C is for courage. So we need a lot of courage and determination so that a woman comes out and does a lot of things. And D is for dedication. E is for enthusiasm. F is for say familiar. G is for great. H is for humble, high intelligence. J for that way. So you keep connecting A to Z. This is the best way of doing a speech. So this is where we call something called as impromptu speech as well. Sometimes, you are talking about being blank. Sometimes they come, they say, "Oh, Kunal, you're a good speaker. Come and talk." What do you talk then? So this is called the
Ah,
impromptu
okay.
speech.
Okay.
So this is what we do over there.
Ah,
So you should have presence of mind and trust yourself. You can do better. That is what I told. I'll tell it again. People don't know what you're going to speak. So whatever you speak is your speech. So there is no right or wrong speech that way.
correct, correct, correct. Good takeaway, I must say, in any situation, I think. And now, my next question now would be, what are the top three important phrases that can be used to gain audience attention? Like you asked that, do you want to listen more or something like that? So, any top three phrases that are that really work out?
Okay. I would like to answer this in a different way. You don't know who is the audience. You don't know what is the language of the audience. You don't know what is the background of the
Hmm.
audience, cultural
Yeah.
background or ethnic background or whatever it is. Just go with the flow. Whatever you feel right at that moment, you can do it. Always crack a joke on yourself in between so that people are always with you. And I would not say a phrase, everybody has a life of his own, everybody has an experience of his own. Okay. Even you might have one, I have my own, but definitely we always believe in one or the other principle which we want to give it to the world, because that principle would have worked really nice in our life. Okay. So that phrase becomes your top phrase wherever you go. So if you ask me what is the phrase which I use wherever I go, and I connect it to any form of the speeches I give, any form of the training I give, and in the end I tell everybody that the power is always in you. There is one person who is sleeping inside you who isn't awakened yet. Awaken him. You can you unleash him. You can conquer each and everything in this world. So the power is in you. So this is how I always phrase my speech. So this automatically grabs the attention. And again, one thing, don't speak what is obvious. Don't speak what Google can find. You can
Uh,
find out on Google. You see, you talk about a graph sheet. You don't say what is a graph sheet. What you derive out of graph sheet as per your personal, you know, what they say, perception. I would say personal perception, personal ideas. That becomes the flavor and the phrase of your speech. If I tell what is a matchbox, anybody, everybody, Google can also tell. But if I tell what is the lesson I derive from a matchbox, I say matchbox is like matchstick is you, and the box is the opportunity. If you rub yourself properly to the opportunity, you can light yourselves and the light the whole of the world. Now this is what is not is found in Google. So this is what you need to do, and you do with things which are there inside the auditorium or in the place. See a fan if you're near the beach, the water, or somebody, something. So these are the top things you need to do when answer this question. I hope I'm clear about it.
yeah, absolutely. And it's a true expert speaking. I mean, I am learning so much from it. So I'm sure the for the viewers it is pretty interesting. So thank you for this. And now the last would be anything else, Kunal, that I must have missed asking you, and which are common things that you come across as an expert.
Okay, I'll make this one very short. Okay, it does not matter how much you prepare. It does not matter how good a speaker you are. It really does not matter how rich you are, how much big a celebrity you are, what is the build up, what is the hype you on. It does not matter. The only thing which matters when the impact of public speaking is thought about is how good a person you are. You know, how good a personality you are when you speak. If you're true from your heart, if you're a good human being, and if you have good values within yourself, whatever you speak, irrespective of the great tone, irrespective of the voice modulation, irrespective of the eye contact, body language, posture, it will reach the hearts of the people when you speak from your heart. If you're a good human being, if you're not a good human being, your intentions are wrong and you're there to manipulate people just to take some extra buck out of them and wasting your time, whatsoever you do, how much soever big brands or clothes you wear, it will definitely not touch the hearts of the people. This I tell by my personal experience. So always, being a good speaker starts from being a good human being, and for that you need to just derive your own path. I cannot tell you how you can be a good human being. Be satisfied and
Yeah, yeah.
search how you can be a good
Yeah.
human being.
And as Kunal says, the power lies within you. So yes, being good, we all are blessed with various emotions, and being good is also one of the personalities everybody carries. So bring that out, give back to the society, like how we are doing.
Yeah.
So Kunal, thank you so much. It's been lovely. In a nutshell, you have explained so many things, and so many takeaways in a very short span. So thank you again for doing this for me. Another thank you gesture. I always sketch my guests. Sketching is my another
uh,
business, but for my guests, I do it. Yeah, it's like giving back. In as a thank you gesture, I do it for all the guests.
thank
So
you.
thank you once again, and all the people who follow Kunal and all the people who follow me, share it and subscribe to my channel. And thanks, Kunal, once again.
Yeah, it's been really a pleasure. Yeah, as Neha told, please share, subscribe, like, and make it viral. She's doing wonderful job, and we need to support these kind of initiatives. Thank you so much.
Thank you.